Hello everyone. Today we are going to see the topic plasma proteins. So basic our blood consists of plasma, platelets, red blood cells and white blood cells. So plasma comprises about the more than 55%, where red blood cells comprises about 41% and white blood cells is about 4% and balance 0.01% is all about platelets. So plasma proteins comprised these. Apart from that, they having some hormone transporting plasma proteins also. So here the whole blood versus the centrifuged blood shows the whole blood when it is centrifuged, it consists of water 91%, protein 7%. That proteins is nothing but plasma proteins, and the other solutes is 2%. And white blood cells also comprises of neutrophils, lymphocytes, monocytes, eosinophils and basophils. So blood comprises of plasma and solid components, and it is about 55%, and it mainly appears as straw colored fluid which is composed mainly of water, enzymes and salts, and it is designed to carry nutrients, hormones, proteins to the different parts of the body. And it is also carry the waste products of cell metabolisms, and it is responsible for detoxifying or excreting, and it is the vehicle for the transport of blood cells through the blood vessels. And the proteins in plasma, which includes antibody proteins, coagulation factors and the main albumin, fibrinogen, which also maintains the osmotic pressure. So these osmotic pressures are maintained by the plasma ions, and plasma proteins is the complex molecules which is present in blood plasma, and it is generally produced by the liver and released into the bloodstream. So plasma proteins major types is albumin, globulins and fibrinogen. So albumin, it mainly helps to maintain the colloid osmotic pressure of the blood, and it important in maintain the balance between the water inside the blood, and the water in the plasma seeps out in the space around the blood vessels, so which may result in the disorders of kidney and malnutrition. And this albumin helps in the transport of many substances such as drugs, hormones and fatty acids. And it is also a simple protein made up of just only one amino acids. And coming to globulins, it is of three types: alpha, beta and gamma. So alpha globulins includes the HDL, that is high density lipoproteins, which is a good cholesterol, and low density lipoproteins LDL, it is the bad cholesterol, which is the beta globulins, and which transport fat to the cells. And antibodies or gamma globulins are also called as immunoglobulins. So it is mainly produced by the B cells, which is a subset of immune cells, and this is responsible for body's humoral immune system and recognizing the pathogens by various mechanisms. And coming to the fibrinogen, so it is the complex protein which is involved in the blood clotting process, and it is important soluble plasma clotting factor precursor which is converted to a thread-like substances called fibrin. So it is appear as a sticky surface, and it is synthesized by the liver and it is converted to fibrin during the clotting process. And fibrin helps to form a clotting factors which is necessary to stop bleeding after an cut or injury. And this fibrin threads forms to trap platelets to form primary platelet clot, and which is a stable blood clot is formed from the process of coagulation. So other than albumin, globulin and fibrinogen, other types of plasma proteins also there, that is considered as lipoproteins and complement proteins. So these lipoproteins and complement proteins are found in smaller quantities, where lipoproteins is involved in the transport of lipids throughout the body and enzymes which catalyze the biochemical reactions. And the complement proteins, an important set of proteins which is involved in the immune system and in the inflammatory reactions for various infectious particles. Thank you.